We are set to bring you baseball from one of the crown jewels of the sport, venerable Wrigley Field in Chicago. Tonight, a matchup of teams at opposite ends of the division between the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs. Chris Bryant, an early contender for the home run crown, takes the field next. Kyle Hendricks is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
Now to the plate, here is D. Strange Gordon. As we take a look there at the difference in his numbers between June and July. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
1-1 to the Reds' leadoff man. Good night for baseball. 69 degrees here at first pitch. The 1-1. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. And now in the box, Lorenzo Cain.
Lorenzo Cain.
First delivery to him. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Peterson calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out. And a moment now to glance at the Reds lineup card in this one. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
You always have to look out for a guy like Joey Votto. His batting average is on the rise right now. And if you look at his last 10 games, you know why. He's hitting over 350 in that span. So he's found his groove. He's hitting just about everything right now.
The windup and the 0-1. Hit hard toward the right side. And Rizzo won't get to this one. It's a fair ball. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside of baseball and drive it the other way.
Number 7, Eugenio.
Standing in now, Eugenio Suarez. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Peterson has a read on it, and he's got it for the final out of the frame. 2-out double left stranded. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Sonny Gray is on the mound for game 2. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, I'm really excited to watch this guy in this one. He's strung together a solid season up to this point. ERA in the low 2s, and that's not an easy thing to do in this day and age of high-scoring games and home runs and teams filled with guys that can hit throughout the lineup. This is a really good pitcher.
Here's Jock Peterson now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Peterson.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And guys, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, they got to find a way to put yesterday behind them. They got pounded without question, but today is a new day, and they regroup and grind and try and do the little things to try and win this ball game.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Swing and a miss on the slurve that time. It's 1-2. Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. Here it comes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Fouled away. Here now the 2-2.
That pitch was way down on 2-2, but give the hitter some credit there. Sometimes with 2 strikes, you're more apt to expand the strike zone, but he didn't and held off on that one that wasn't even close.
And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game. Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. He was swinging a hot bat in the first half and currently finds himself in second place in the league's home run standings.
And I don't expect him to slow down anytime soon, Matty. He sees himself in second place right here. He wants to get hot and overtake that top spot.
0-1 the count. From the belt, the pitch. In the dirt, but it's swung on for the 3rd strike.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Ian Happ is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Career numbers against Sonny Gray. He's got 4 hits and 10 at-bats. He also has 1 home run. That misses. 2-0.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
3-0 now.
We're seeing a good AB here from the 3-hole hitter. If he can work a walk or pick up a hit here, he's going to put that cleanup guy in a really good position to do some damage in this first inning.
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Power a big part of his game as he enters this contest, number 5 in the National League home run race.
And not surprisingly, he's also near the top of the league in slugging percentage, which means not every ball's leaving the yard. A lot of extra base hits in this guy's arsenal.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Peterson on second. Happ is over at first with 1 away. 1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Hot shot towards the hole. That's in there. Base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only 1 away.
Nice line drive to right field right there. Dan, does it concern you when you're missing middle, harder to play early in the game?
It does, D-Roll. This is the kind of guy that he can't get away with those kind of mistakes. He needs to work the corners up, down, in, and out. And like that one right there, he has to stay out of the middle of the zone.
Ray Guillen is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
You know, D-Roll, Patty Johnson, decent strike zone, but isn't always super consistent. I think that's one of the things that irritates players and pitchers.
Yeah, you're going to see a few glares, not only from the offensive guys, but maybe the guy on the mound as well. He needs to be a little bit more consistent.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Ray Guillen becomes the second out of the bottom of the first. From the stretch, Ke'Bryan Hayes is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
Throw on the second for the force, and the side is retired. A couple of into the box. Jesse Winker looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. That's 1-0. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
2-1 now.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Winker in front, 3 balls and a strike. On deck, Mike Moustakas. And the count will be full. Now the 3-2 pitch. A bouncer up the middle. Throw is in time for the first out of the second. So bases are empty with 1 gone. And up next, the former World Series hero, Mike Moustakas. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch.
It's pretty tough for a hitter to go up there looking for a first pitch changeup. And a good job of dropping it in for strike 1.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Moustakas, or just Moose for short, he was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
So up steps the former MVP, Joey Votto. He's been feeling pretty good about things recently as you see the numbers over his past 10 contests. First pitch on the way. Hit on the ground to third. Happ picks it up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, and we are tied 0-0. Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. And he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. First pitch of the AB now. Now the 1-0. Hit hard to third. He's got it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Batting 8, the shortstop.
At the plate now is Javier Baez. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First offering. A ball and no strikes.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Now it's 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
Cubs shortstop with a 3-1 count.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
Oh, I love that right there. That's a well-executed pitch down and away in a hitter's count with count leverage.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
Batting 9, the pitcher.
So in now for Chicago, Kyle Hendricks. Here's the first pitch.
Hey, down 0-2, he better be leery of this guy's nasty changeup. He has the ability to bury it down and away or down and in wherever he wants to.
We'll leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. clearly enjoying their time here at the ballpark, as are we. 2 complete, still scoreless here on the show. New inning set to get underway, and now it'll be the catcher, Tucker Barnhart. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
A swing and a ground ball to third, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Now here it comes. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Bryant is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Stepping up is Sonny Gray. Here's the first pitch.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
On to first, and there were 2 down.
The batter, the shortstop.
Now it'll be D. Strange Gordon, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
Grounded weakly to the left. Happ brings it in. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. So nothing happening this time around. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3, and we are tied 0-0. So next to bat will be the left-handed hitting Jock Peterson.
Leading off for the Cubs, the center fielder, Jock.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. The 1-0 home. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. The count now at 2-1. Into the windup and the pitch. Can't connect there. It's 2-2.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
Popped him up. Moustakas is there. 1 down.
Up next to the Cubs.
So bases are empty with 1 out now. And in the bat next, former National League MVP Chris Bryant. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
You know, it's funny right there. You look at that pitch, and it's almost a hybrid in between a big-time old-school curveball and a nasty slider that goes off the fastball. That's kind of right in the middle right there, kind of working off the clock, that 3 to 8, if you can picture that in your head. Tough pitch to lay off of.
And he pops him up here on 0-2 as this is drifting toward the right side of the infield. Therefore, it is Votto. 2 away now.
Now batting, third baseman, Ian.
So 2 are gone now in the Cubs half of the third, and that'll bring up the former first rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Now here's the pitch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Hey, usually the second time through the order you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Winker gets under it and makes the catch to end the inning. All set for the start of the fourth. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Lorenzo Cain.
I know we're not seeing a lot of offense in this one, but there's still some game left. I'm looking to see these guys, both offenses, make some notable adjustments at the dish and try and scratch a few runs across.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Racing back the left fielder, still going back. Off the LED board and gone.
He's one of the best home run hitters in the league, and rightfully so. You're not going to get cookies thrown at you every at-bat. Most guys can handle a fastball, but he waited back on that off-speed pitch and drove it right out of the yard.
Nicholas Castellanos is in for the second time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0. Down the first baseline, Rizzo was there, and he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. So now the Reds' cleanup hitter, Eugenio Suarez. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Shot toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. There's one on to Rizzo, and it's a double play. Side retired. 1 for the Reds in the inning, and it comes courtesy of this solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 1-0 Reds.
Leading off for the Cubs.
First pitch on its way.
The first baseman, Anthony
Rizzo. Stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And it's 1-1.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
Pulled toward right center field. Cain on the move. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 29.
Stepping in next, Ray Guillen, who went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
And you can live with punching out with the bases empty, but in his last at-bat with 2 runners in scoring position, you cannot go down not putting the ball in play. Too much on the line, too many ribby opportunities out there to swing and miss in that spot.
Set up away, but he misses with a slurve ball for ball 2.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
Now a changeup hit on the ground to shortstop. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The batter, number 15. Second
Next to
baseman.
hit is Ke'Bryan Hayes. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Cubbies. To the left side, but it's well foul.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case,
he's under it, and that ends the inning. Ready now for Cincinnati, Mike Moustakas. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Low for ball 1. Even 1-1 count to Moustakas. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
well above the letters with the fastball that time.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Bryant is there, and he has it for the out.
The first baseman, number 19.
So now into the box is Joey Votto. He bounced out last time up.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Votto, 37 years old. He's a 15-year major league vet, so it's been quite the career for him.
Yeah, and that's the name of the game with this guy. You don't hang around 13 years. I always say this, you show me a good teammate, I'll show you a guy who opens the door every day, and you know exactly what you're getting. The consistency this guy has had can't go unnoticed, and he's had an amazing career.
Now to the plate, Tucker Barnhart. He flew out in his last AB. In there, and it's 0-1. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Got him swinging, and that's the 3rd out. 1-2-3 go the Reds, but they're on top 1-0. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can tell in between innings, the veterans in that dugout going up and down the line, trying to keep this lineup from getting super frustrated. They just have to find a way to piece it together, maybe pass the baton, get some wheels in motion, maybe get aggressive on the base pass if they can get somebody on.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
He'll take that first pitch strike all day long. If they're going to take 0-0, he's going to pound that zone and get ahead. Much more susceptible down 0-1 than 1-0.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher. Able to pound the zone with all different options.
Got him. A slurve that time, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see there on the graphic, his total good for 5th best in the National League. Swing and a line drive. And he will make the play. 2 away now.
Now batting.
So stepping in is Kyle Hendricks. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Weak grounder back to the mound. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to Votto will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. In now for the Reds, Sonny Gray grounded out in his last at-bat. Line to the right side. But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, D. Strange Gordon. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And maybe some miscommunication there as the throw zips right by him. And now, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there.
Well, I can see what he was thinking. Thought he had a chance to make a play at first, but then he forced the throw, and an error is the result. They got to deal with a runner on second now. Lorenzo
Cain is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Now this is on the ground for Baez. It's short. And the throw forces him to lay out for that one, but he keeps a foot on the bag to record the out.
Up next for Cincinnati.
So a runner at second, 2 down now, and the right-handed hitting Nicholas Castellanos will bat next. 1 ball, no strikes, the count. 2 out here and a runner at second. Right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip this one on to first as he works his way out of the jam, and the inning is over. Reds leave 1. They lead it 1-0. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jock Peterson.
Leading
Start
off
things
for
out
the
in their
Cubs,
half of the sixth as
the
they
center
look to
fielder,
shake things up here
Jock
for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
Yeah, I think if I'm the hitting coach right here, Matty, I'm telling the offense to get aggressive. Just seems like we've been going too deep in counts, and this guy has got exploding stuff on the mound. So I would tell them get overly aggressive on a heater in the middle of the plate early.
A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder. Two balls and a strike to count. Now the 2-1.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Long run for the right fielder. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. And with one away, let's give a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. Here's Chris Bryant now. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. And a ball, 1-0. One out, nobody on. This pitch is popped up. Votto has room in foul territory. 2 gone.
Up next to the Cubs,
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Got him. Froze him on the slurve, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. It remains 1-0. Now at the plate, Eugenio Suarez. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Got him.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a one-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Jesse Winker's at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in these ABs. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced so far.
That's got to be frustrating for the pitcher right there. He's well aware of who's having great seasons and who's having the tough seasons at the plate for the opposition. This guy put him in the tough season bucket, and he just gave up a knock to him.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Bryant is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and standing in is the on-base machine, first baseman Joey Votto. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Here comes the 1-2. Now a shot out toward the alley in right center. Winker ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. And he's safe at the plate as they extend their lead to 2.
Boy, I tell you what, that's a big RBI late in the game here. They take a 2-0 lead, D-Row. The way the pitching's been for them tonight, they're sitting in a pretty good spot.
Yeah, Dan, they've gotten great pitching all game long, and all that extra run can do is give you a little bit more confidence. You don't have to pitch with such tension out there, fearful of making one mistake.
And that's in there, base hit. Votto is on his way home. He scores as they push their lead to 3 now.
Hey, D-Row, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Barnhart, the runner at first with 2 gone. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no error.
Leading off for the Cubs, the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
First pitch of the AB on its way.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
2-0. And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Fouled off. Third foul ball in a row, and this is turning into a pretty good at-bat. Now another 2-2. Skied into very shallow right. Castellanos has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1.
The left fielder, number 29.
And now Ray Guillen. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Got him to reach out of the zone for that one. Strike 1.
Hey, this guy's been throwing a gem so far. We're moving on later into this game, and he's right at about league average for first pitch strikes.
Hit on the ground out to short. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Man, there's 15. Just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
Pitch out, nothing doing. Runner at first here, 1 man out. A ball and a strike.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
Winker is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. On to first, and they get the double. Rowan Wick has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 50.
Now into the box, D. Strange Gordon. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. That's lifted the other way out to left. And there to take it in is Guillen for out number 1. So 1 away here in the Reds' half of the 8th. And that'll bring up Lorenzo Cain. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
Hey, if you're able to blow a first pitch fastball by a guy, gotta believe that pitch is coming again right here.
This one's down to third. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
Over to first, and that retires the side. Striding in is Wilson Contreras. They'll see what he can do leading off the home 8.
Wilson Contreras.
Now the first pitch. Line drive to center field, and that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Javier Baez.
Here's Javier Baez as he'll take a look at ball 1. No hits to this point. That evens it up 1-1.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
1-2 now. Another one sent foul. Contreras on at first, nobody out. And it's fouled away. Here's another 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kane is under it. He's got it 1 away. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 27, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
From the stretch. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. To second for 1, but 1's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And in steps a former World Series hero, the outfielder Jock Peterson. Has a look, now the pitch. 2 out with the man at first. Fouled away. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And there's his first base hit in this one. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Next to dig in, Chris Bryant. Facing some tough pitching in this one. His bat's been kept uncharacteristically silent.
Yeah, but it only takes 1 swing, guys. You know as well as I do, he gets a pitch in the middle of the plate. With 1 swing at a bat, he could change the entire complexion of this game.
Hit in the air down the left field line. Left fielder giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Jordan Hicks enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Now to bat, Eugenio Suarez struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
The 1-0 is taken for ball 2. The 2-0.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Peterson has a read on it. 1 down.
The left fielder, number 33.
So next to hit is Jesse Winker. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Sinker gets the outside for a strike.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Reined in. And there's out number 2. So next to bat will be Mike Moustakas. Flew out last time up. In there, no balls and a strike.
Hey, find a way right here. 2 outs. This guy has come in throwing bullets. If he can get this team into the dugout right here with another donut and they regroup, start passing the baton a little bit, we got ourselves some action.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
2 out, nobody on. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Ready with another 2-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Now a slider, but this misses down and in for ball 4.
The first baseman, number 19.
First pitch of the AB now. Joey Votto started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1. Votto behind, but still dangerous even on 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Pops this one up. Happ into foul territory, and no one will get this one. Here's another 0-2. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Digging in, the switch hitter, Ian Happ. He's going to lead things off in their half of the ninth as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
His career line with Doolittle, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
The first baseman, number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Lifted into the air out toward center field. Kane is under it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
The left fielder.
So now here is Ray Guillen. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. First pitch on its way. Now his swing, and he pops him up, and this should do it. And he'll make the catch there to end it, and the Reds will put an end to their 3-game skid as this ball game is over.
Welcome to the land of the permanent sun, where the flowers are melted and the future is fun. The freeway lizards are my feeling so good on a one-way trip back to West Hollywood. Let's go. It feels so good to have a perfect song. It feels so good to...
Inside